Hi, my name's Greg Hayes, back with another look at Goulburn harness racing, and they've got 9 races on Monday. The first event goes at 12:29. We had a bit of success last week, found a few winners. Hopefully we can find some more for this meeting. First few races I thought were pretty difficult. Number of chances in the first 3 events, and especially the trot. I thought that was very deep. So I'm going to find the first of my specials in race 4, and that is horse number 4, and that is Art Space. Now, it's a lightly raced 2-year-old trained by David Hewitt, has been placed on a couple of occasions, and I thought its last start effort to run second to Janie Blue was really good. Now, this was at Bathurst, so we have a look at the replay. The horse is in the brown and white colours behind the leader. Now, very important to point out, and you won't see it in the replay, the horse had to do a lot of work to find the front, and then when the favourite came around, it was happy to let it go. As you can see in the straight, horse tries pretty hard to the line, and I think that off the back of that run, I think that Art Space is going to be pretty hard to beat. So with the good gate speed it's got, race 4, number 4, Art Space is the first of my specials. Race number 5. Now, this is a little bit deeper, but I do think horse number 5, Zoltan, should be very hard to beat. He's a 3-year-old. He's trained by Pete Hansen, and he'll be driven by Bailey McDonough. Importantly, he has had the one run at Goulburn and was a winner. So the horse does race well on the track. Most recently, the form has been at Menangle, as we're going to have a look at the most recent effort. Now, in this race, the horse is back in the field, 3 back on the outside. It's got the red colours with the yellow sleeves, the Sloy's runner, and at the top of the straight, I thought he was the winner. Then halfway down the straight, I was worried he might miss the place, but he really knuckled down the last 100. He ends up finishing 3rd. Now, he was a $23 chance on that occasion. The time was really good for the class of horse, and I think he might take a lot of beating coming around in this race on Monday. That's race 5, number 5, Zoltan. I do want to say, however, there is a horse going around in the race that I reckon will be over the odds. Just Rock and Roll might be worth just throwing a small saver on that one. Back Zoltan, and then just have something small on Just Rock and Roll, because I really liked its run last Monday. That's race number 5. Race number 6, I'm going to stick with the Hewitts. Of course, Brad Hewitt had a big night at the Inter Dominion on Friday night at Newcastle, but this is another one for Dave Hewitt, his dad. I think number 2, Mighty Jolt, is going to take some beating. Mighty Jolt's only won 2 races from 26 starts, few convictions. Also had the 3 runs at Goulburn and is yet to win. However, let's have a look at last week's start at Goulburn. The run was really good. Again, we're looking for the brown and white colours of the Hewitts. Horses in behind the leader, and it had to do a lot of work and then was attacked, and in the end handed the lead up. But have a look at how strongly it is travelling behind the leader. Unfortunately, leader stops, and although Hewitt was able to angle back into the clear, the race was all over. Damage had been done. It's drawn to use its good gate speed. I think Mighty Jolt might be able to break his duck on his home track on Monday afternoon. So that is race 6, number 2, Mighty Jolt. Takes us to race 8. Now, I don't often do this, but I'm going to tip a Quinella in race number 8. I couldn't split 2 horses. We found Major Allegiance last Monday, and I think it's going to be a very strong chance again. And I also didn't mind the run of Zen Master, who finished 3rd in that race. Good chance to go back and have a look at last week when Major Allegiance was successful. Now, it's the horse in the blue and orange colours, sitting in the 1-1 and absolutely bolting. And then if you're looking for Zen Master, it's way back at the tail of the field in the black and the red colours, absolutely motors home. Now, I guess the only little query with the performance of Major Allegiance, the way he was travelling so strongly, you'd expect him to race away and score really convincingly. Wasn't able to do that. Tradesman-like effort up the straight, did win. And did get a really good trailing draw on that occasion. Doesn't get that on Monday afternoon. But look at the runner, Zen Master, flashing down the outside. Really liked its performance. I think it's going to be improved by that. And for mine, they stand out a little bit head and shoulders above the rest. That's why I think, can't split them. I'll throw them into a Quinella and hope to get a result there. So in race number 8, I'm going a Quinella with Major Allegiance and Zen Master. That's race 8. And then we go to race number 9. And in this race, I'm going to go with number 9, and that is Arc Alert. Now, Arc Alert went around last Monday as well. In that event, that was an up to 80. And on this occasion, the horse competes in a race up to 60. So, bit of a class drop on the NCR rating. Let's have a look at the replay. Horse again, we're looking for is in the blue and orange colours. Harry Ross doing the driving on this occasion. It's sat 3 back on the pegs in those colours. Harry's able to get off the pegs, but then again runs into traffic. I didn't mind the late effort. If he can repeat that performance, I think he might take some beating. So just to put it in perspective, as I mentioned, he was in an 80 race last week. It's a 60, up to 60 this time around. And I think Arc Alert is a good bet in the last race 9, number 9. Great racing again at Goulburn on Monday afternoon. 9 races. Hope there's a few winners there for you. All the best of luck if you're having a bet.